Hi, guys.
Hey, happy Friday, August 20, 2021. This is fun. We're getting where the videos are up and the screen is getting full, and it's all the blinking and adding of screens simultaneously is mildly seizure inducing, but I think we'll be okay.
And we're seeing a lot of matching shirts. Love all the honor that's on. We got all our honor on. Look at us.
If you're wearing Compass swag, give us some jazz hands.
Give us jazz hands.
If you're wearing options or Compass swag, wear some jazz hands. I want to see those hands. Come on, people. Yes. Greg, I saw no hands. There you go. All right.
You never know who's on our screen right now.
Right.
We keep it a secret. There's 66 of you, but we are looking at some of you right now, and you don't know who it is. Don't be scared.
Or maybe you should be scared.
Yeah, we see you, Aaron.
Aaron is GQ pose. Oh, dude, you got a little eye thing. You got an eye booger. Let's see. I'm scrolling around. I see who else is on the screen.
Oh, we matched Dina. Woohoo! We matched Daniel. Nice. Hey, you got a haircut. It looks nice.
Yeah, you got many of them.
Thank you very much.
Let's see.
I see people outside. I see people inside.
I see people in Hawaii.
Okay, who's got their hands up? Is that? That's what I thought. Hi, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah.
She had her hands up like this, like she just didn't care. If you didn't get a chance to come by and get stickers, they'll be at the front desk. These are our High Five 25 stickers. So you can get your own. They are giant. So if they're for a water bottle, it'll go like all the way around your water bottle. So
you can go like this anytime you want and give yourself a bottle high five.
But anyway, there are stickers at the front desk. That was our prize when we did donuts. I think I saw lots of pictures this morning from our drive-through donuts. We had a great event here in Redding, and I saw pictures Ukiah, Fort Bragg of our drive-through donut events. But there are donuts left. So if you didn't get a donut and you are in the office, we probably will have one left for you.
Well, today we actually are celebrating Compass's 25th birthday. It is yes, come on. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Yeah, 25 years ago yesterday, Compass was born.
So if anyone wonders what day we chose the day that we were actually vendorized by Far Northern Regional Center. So we had been, so it was actually July 5th, we started the process, or we got excited about the idea of starting our own organization. And between July 5th and August 19th, we wrote a service design, found office space, hired 21 people, and began the adventure. So it wasn't our very first day doing anything to create Compass, but it was our first day that we actually, the regional center said yes, and we were able to then we actually had our first client come on that very day, the day we were vendorized. So that's how we chose the 19th. Then it so happened I met this guy, married him, and his birthday is also on Compass's anniversary. So
wait, actually Compass's anniversary is on my birthday. I came 27 years before.
So you say. In my life, you came after, but I understand what you're saying. You're right. You were first.
Yes, thank you very
much. In my life, Compass was first. You were second. But
ouch.
It doesn't mean it's not priority. That is just math. That's just timeline.
But anywho, no. Anyway, so another little factoid. We are sitting here right now broadcasting from our office, which also happens to be the former office of the director of the company that Sadie and Joanne McCarley worked at when they conceived of Compass. it was in this very room that that director had the foolishness to say, "You're too young and silly to do a great thing like this, to run an agency. Who do you think you are?" And if you know,
She said those exact words. She actually also said, "You have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into." She was right. I had no idea what I was getting myself
I was going to say, well, that was true.
I'm like, yep, yeah. Now I look back, I'm like, you were right. I had no idea.
Yeah, that was true.
Doesn't change the fact I should do it, but I had no idea.
Like most things that people do that matter, you do them before you have any idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
But now we are in that building.
Yeah. So
And
that's
it's
how
ours.
full circle. So we have lots of fun full circle stories about, like I said, that I married the guy. It was his birthday. We're in the building. We're in the very room where I really feel like it was my cemented like moment, where I was like, yep, no, I am going to do this. Even if people that I respect, she was someone she was my executive director of the organization I was with. So she was a more mature, seasoned social worker, and when she said you can't do it, you won't do it, that was definitely a defining moment for me to make the decision for myself that I could do it. So here we are 25 years later. 25. I was Marco Poloing a friend of mine this morning, and I was
those
like,
of you who don't know, Marco Polo is a video messaging app.
And we love it. We use it all the time. My best friend lives in Texas now. She moved out of California and lives in Texas. And so I was we were Marcoing this morning, and I was like, can you believe it? Because she was here when I started. So that's how long we've been friends. I was like, 25 years. And we were like, couldn't even, it was fun. It was a fun talk, just reminiscing, someone who's been with me for 25 years in my life and has watched, from the outside, but from the inside, this organization take root. And she was like, can you believe what a young punk kid thought she could start something at 23? I was there when you made the decision. You were so audacious and crazy. And it remains true today, 25 years later. I'm audacious and crazy. I just married someone just as audacious and crazy as me. So it was good. You were a good choice.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad I was a good second choice. That's right. I'm number two. That's our. Anyway, just kidding. All right. So we're gonna do things a little differently today. We're gonna. Today is the first day that Options Supported Living, our sister agency in Sacramento, is with us. So let's all give a little jazz hands applause, welcoming Options.
Woo!
So. And we're excited. We're going to get to hear from them and their leader, Melanie. We're going to talk about a couple other things going on, and if we have time, we'll do some Q&A. But we also have some games and prizes and surprises. So as we go along today, we're going to do a little special style. We're going to keep the chat open, and I want to invite you to keep chiming in. Let's just make this just a big virtual party. Have some fun. Keep those happy birthdays to Eric. Happy anniversaries to Compass coming. That's all good. And let's just have some fun. There will be, like I said, when we have some little games, there'll be some giveaways, and those will function on the chat. So pay very close attention. I will explain the rules when we get there. And if you break them, you might not win. So don't ask, I didn't understand, because they will be made clear. Follow the rule. Remember those? Did anybody ever have that one test in school where the teacher said, okay, here's your test, read it, and then answer the questions. And the first statement on the test was, read the entire test before answering the questions. And then everybody starts answering the questions. And then you get down to the last question. It says, don't answer the questions, just put your name on the top and turn it in. And almost like 9 out of 10 students fail because they didn't read the questions. And the one guy, I didn't have to take the test, and I aced it. Be that guy and follow the directions. Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started with my favorite part. So because it's my 25th anniversary, I get to do my favorite part first. No COVID. That's later. We're going to do our coffee chat. And we've invited not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 clients to join us and chat with us. So they're going to take off, they're going to turn their mics on. And these individuals have been with Compass a very, very long time. Maybe not all 25 years, but darn close. So we're going to find out how long they've been at Compass and just hear a little bit from them. So BJ, can someone say hi and take off the
unmute yourself.
Unmute.
Let's
and
BJ
and then Steve and John, I know you guys are together. I saw you guys earlier together. So unmute. And then Jamie, you also, can you unmute?
All right. Hello, gang.
We can hear you just fine, JB. Give me one more minute. We're waiting for a couple others. But if they don't hurry up and unmic, then it's just going to be your time to talk to me. It'll be the John Budessa show with a little bit of Steve thrown in. Hi, Steve.
Hey.
So trivia, I was Steve's case facilitator at the other agency, and then he followed me to this agency, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Do you remember that I was your case facilitator really, 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 really long time ago?
Yeah, I can remember with that.
You do remember that? That's when you lived with Scott, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep. So Steve and I have known each other over 25 years. I was his case facilitator when he was at the other agency. And then when that shut down, he said he wanted to come over to my agency. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we don't know where Jamie and BJ are, but they'll join us in a minute. Hey, John, do you remember when you started with Compass?
Yeah. I started 72.
72? No,
Yeah.
I don't think you started in 72. Remember you came from Sacramento?
Yeah, I came from Sacramento.
And you came to Compass from Sacramento. So you left Sacramento. Do you remember why you left Sacramento?
What?
Do you remember why you left Sacramento?
To get away from the traffic and meanness.
Yeah, you didn't like your program there, so you decided to move closer to family and be here in Reading. And it's been
exactly.
a really long time. Yeah, I want to say, oh, John, I should know this answer.
It's been
22
years.
20. I think it's been 22 years you've been with Compass. Wow. Wow, that's a long time. And you look fantastic, by the way.
That's a good looking beard you got there, John.
Yeah, it's full.
Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
All right.
You know, one of my favorite memories, John, of you, one of my favorite memories is when we were at our very first retreat and you were the DJ. Do you remember that?
Exactly that. What was that?
Most of the folks on this video call will be too young to know the reference, but I kept thinking the whole time, he's like our own private Wolfman Jack. He's Wolfman John.
All right. So my question for you, Steve, and you, John, is do you guys have a good memory that you want to share from Compass? Because Steve, you've been with Compass 25 years. That's crazy. Oh. You look so good too. So we both look so young, you and I. And then JB, I think you've been with Compass like 22 years. Do you guys both have a story you want to tell?
Well, I will never forget when the 23 years, I think so. 23 years. I've had a good life. Probably the best good life I ever had. And you guys, and I have tried my best and my darndest of all to keep this tradition alive. And I have been doing a great job.
You have been doing a great job. Do you remember any of the retreats? Do you remember anywhere we went together? Because you've gone on pretty much every retreat, almost every single solitary one. Do you remember any of the retreats that you liked?
I can't remember offhand. Can you name some?
Well, Eric talked about the time you got to DJ at one of the retreats. I think that was the very first one. And then you got to DJ at a prom too. Do you remember one time we had a prom and you got to DJ?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I remember
I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, I think I remember both of you, Steve and John, going on our very first cruise.
Did you guys go on the cruise?
I know John did. I think Steve.
Remember that.
Did you go on the cruise? Oh, I do remember you on the cruise, Steve.
100% we went on the cruise.
And I was gonna say, I remember that his new friend was Aaron, who works in our fiscal department now, but he didn't even really know you guys. He hung out with you the entire 4 days.
Yeah. So do you guys remember going on the cruise? We went to Mexico together.
Exactly.
You went on the cruise?
Exactly.
Oh, Jamie, hi. You made it. There you are.
Eric,
Hi.
you went on the cruise, the very first one?
Yeah. Yeah, our kids went with us. We actually
They were tiny.
we dressed as a pirate family, and Elena was tiny, and we dressed her as a parrot. So we were a family of pirates with our daughter Elena, that's a parrot, and she would go caca caca. Pirate Trinity is coming. Caca. It was so cute. Yeah, she was like 2. So yes, we had a lot of fun on that trip.
Humiliate her to pull up that video.
Oh my gosh, it's the cutest video. Anyway, so Jamie, you went on that cruise too?
I've been on almost every retreat, Sadie.
I thought so. How long have you been with Compass, Jamie? Do you know?
I said 20, but Catherine said no.
What did Catherine say?
She can't remember.
Well, then then we don't count her vote. I think it's at least 20 because I remember.
I've been around for 20 years, and Jamie's been around as long as I have.
Yeah, I think you're at least 22. Well, I'll have to look up dates and I'll get official about it because I'm sure our records will show how long you guys have been climbing.
Catherine said that he's been with Compass longer than me, and I said no. I think it's about the same, Catherine.
Oh, so who were you? You thought you were here as long as who? John?
Catherine.
Oh,
Catherine.
Catherine. You and Catherine are trying to decide who's been here longer. Got it. Oh, we have someone that can go back in records and look. 2001. You've been here since 2001.
Yeah, I thought so.
All right. Well, good job. Do you have a memory from one of the retreats or some memory you want to share? I was also your case facilitator, but you were at Compass at the time. Steve got me at the other agency and at Compass, but you only got me at Compass, but I was your case facilitator. Huh.
I remember.
Yeah,
Yep.
me too. Me too. Do you want to tell anyone any stories on me
That
when
was
I was
a
a
hard-
case?
That was a hard year for me.
It was a hard year for you, sweetie. That was a hard year. We had a couple hard conversations, but look at you. So strong, so awesome, so beautiful, and doing so well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we did have a couple. So this is just one of those things that as a CF, this is the fun part of my job. I've been doing it now, 20, actually, I was Steve's case facilitator about a year and a half before, so 26 and a half years ago. And you do have, I mean, if we could all go back in time, you would not believe the relationship changed for Jamie and I, huh, Jamie?
Yes.
Yep.
Jamie and you didn't really hit it off?
Jamie was trying to make good choices, but it was hard, right? And so I was trying to help remind her about her choices she wanted to make. They were good choices, and she was not happy about it. And I'm summarizing, but I think I'm summarizing well. Wouldn't you, Jamie, say?
Yeah.
Yep. So we had some uncomfortable conversations more than once, but but now we see each other, we love each other, big hugs. She even uses my name to get things she needs sometimes.
Yeah, Jamie has a couple of times hit people with the Sadie. Sadie said.
He's okay.
That's right.
If you know me 20, 23, 25, 27 years, you can say you know me and say Sadie said. It's okay.
Still might not get what you want, but you can give it a try.
I'm not going to say it's going to work. I'm just saying you can say it.
Exactly. But that's a great story. It's a great example of any good relationship that doesn't speak the truth. Any good relationship that doesn't include telling each other sometimes things that are tough to you is going to be a relationship that's going to make. So.
All right, Jamie, is there another story you want to tell since you joined it late? Any other story you want to tell? Oh, I have a question for you. I have a question.
My very first year was the hardest.
Yeah, it was the hardest. Do you remember? So my question is going to be, what's your favorite accomplishment? Because you've done a lot of really amazing things. So what are you the proudest of you want to tell us about that you've done since you've been at Compass?
My weight.
Working on your weight?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have done amazing at that. That is, and
This is Sadie and Eric. Sadie and Eric is talking to Jamie.
Yep, it's true. We are. And and there's BJ. Is that BJ? Ah, BJ. She's
Hello.
we got an eye. We got a BJ eye is what we got going on right now. Oh,
Hi.
I got almost two eyes,
Can you
BJ.
see?
No, I can only
Can you
see
hear?
her cute hair. That's all I can see right now.
If you want us to
Let's see.
tip the camera down.
I am not good with these computer things.
Hi, Angie.
Angie, no worries.
Ah, there we go. Woo, BJ.
Angie, you did not give yourself enough credit.
I had to figure this out.
Oh no, it's Cinda.
Okay.
It was Cinda. That was Cinda. Yeah. Hey,
Hi.
Cinda. Yeah, I couldn't see you either. I was just hearing a voice. There we go. It's Cinda. Hey, hi,
Hard.
Cinda. Hi, BJ. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to tell a story, BJ. I recently someone asked me, hello. I love you. Okay, so BJ, do you know how long you've been with Compass? How long?
Gosh, over 20 years?
The beginning. She can say the beginning.
Beginning.
Yeah.
How long have you been?
Absolutely.
I was her case facilitator as well. And I'm going to tell, can I tell them a story about you? Do you remember when we met?
Do you remember when she met you?
You were at the Bessie K Center. Can I tell the story?
Sorry about this. We just got out of the shower.
It's okay.
She might have a little bit of water in her ears.
Okay. Can I tell the story about Bessie K?
Can she tell you the story about Betsy K?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So BJ, so as you guys can see, BJ has trouble communicating. But that doesn't mean she has trouble telling you what she thinks. It's just that the words don't always come out of her mouth as clearly as other people. but she's got it up there and she's going to say it, and she wanted to make sure she gets heard. So she types very slowly, and I walked in, and she had been working on a letter to her service coordinator for, I don't even know how long, probably weeks. And she was very unhappy where she was. She was in a group home, and she was very, very unhappy there. And I remember I said, hey, I said, hi, I'm Sadie, da, 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 da. I'm going to talk to you about supported living. And so I said to BJ, do you mind if I read the letter you're writing? She's like, sure, yes, you can read it. So I read the letter, and the one line I will never forget is it said, the owner of this place should be hung by their toes.
Oh my goodness.
She had very strong opinions.
Goodness.
I won't share why. She had a very good reason why she felt like they should be hung by their toes. And I didn't disagree when I read the whole letter. But I won't say why. But she felt that they were not respecting her rights and her privacy like they should. And so she expressed that to her service coordinator. I mean, she was in SLS like days later, as you might guess, because they were like, this woman wants a different service and she deserves a different service. And so that's how she ended up in SLS. Huh.
Is that how you ended up in SLS?
Yep. She is a fierce advocator. Fierce. And she's one of the sweetest people you ever meet. All right. So yeah, that's another person that I have been working alongside for 26 plus years. Steve was actually already a client at the agency, so he wins. He's been here the longest, because at the other agency, he was already a client where I actually brought BJ on as a client. And then Jamie and John came on later onto Compass, but not that much later. They're all over 20 years been clients at Compass. Is there anything else you want to share, Miss BJ?
Anything else you want to share? Is there anything else you want to share? Like you're working on new paintings.
Oh, I
Your
can't
new
wait
drip
to see him.
painting.
Hey, Cinda, how long have you worked with BJ? Long time.
I think it is going on my 15th year.
I think so too. Yeah, BJ,
I think it's my 15th.
yeah, she gets staff and they don't let each other go. So she's got a few people that work with her a long time. All right,
Those of you who don't know.
what? Jamie? Did you say something?
No, but how is Joanne?
Joanne's great. We texted yesterday. So that was my previous partner. And many of these guys know Joanne. She's doing fantastic. We had a really lovely exchange yesterday as I wished her a happy anniversary, because she's still a part of our Compass community, even though she's no longer here. And we shared how grateful we are for each other and for what we started together 25 years ago. So thanks for asking, Jamie.
Really well. How she was doing.
Yeah, she's got her own agency. She's helping seniors. That's always been her heart and her passion. So she helps seniors. She has contracts actually with the county and the state to help seniors and especially help seniors be safe and not have a neglect and abuse. So she's very, very passionate about that, and she does a phenomenal job at that. So, okay, guys.
You still have that house over on Cherry Creek, or no?
Nope. She doesn't have that anymore. But she's got an office somewhere. She got a little office on Hartnell, I think. Anyway, it's a little office now. She's not even, she used to be over by From the Hearth downtown, but she's not there anymore either. Okay, guys, we gotta move on because we do have many, many other things, but I could talk to you guys all day.
Oh, yeah.
So it's so good to see you, BJ. And Cinda, of course, we appreciate everything you do. And I can't wait to see your guys' art. Oh, I have a really good plan. BJ, I have a really good plan, but we'll talk about it later. I'm so excited. Everyone's gonna know now, but I'm so excited. And then Jamie, it was so good to see you. Are you going on one of the retreats this year?
Yeah, I'm going. I don't know when it is.
Okay. So are you going to the arts and crafts one maybe?
Yeah.
That's the one I would have guessed for you. You'll do awesome. You're going to have an awesome time. And Steve and John, is so good to see you. Is there anything you guys want to say before we go?
Well, this meeting that your mama asked us all to join. Because they didn't think nobody, because they're giving.
Uh-oh. I think he's muted. All right.
It's so good to work with you again.
It's good to see you guys and work with you. All right.
Should I continue or move on?
Can you do what?
Continue or leave?
Can you continue working with me?
That's what he asked.
you can do what you want, John. We're gonna be done with this portion, but you can stay on because there are gonna be like prizes and other things we're talking about. So you choose what you want to do. That's what we all love about SLS. You get to do you, okay?
Yeah.
All right. It was so good to see you guys. Okay.
I think we're gonna do our first game here.
We're gonna do our first game. Speaking of our first game, so you want to explain the rules? You said you had the rules down.
Oh no, did I say
Yeah,
them down?
you did. Well,
Okay.
you said
All
everyone
right.
has to listen to you talk about the rules.
Okay, so we're gonna put a question on the chat. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because I have better typists ready to go on that one. But we're gonna put a question on the chat. And so when you answer, you're going to answer in the chat and make sure you reply to everyone, not just the host, because we want everyone to see your awesome answer and your hopefully awesome typing skills. So make sure you reply to everyone. And if you're not familiar with this, in the little chat box that you can open, there'll be this little 2 spot where you can just hit the little down arrow and make sure it just highlights and says the word everyone. All right. So number 1, if you're a client or a staff from Options, the Redwood Coast or San Jose, type the region you're with in the chat. Okay. The first 2 people who do that, now remember, listen to all the instructions before you do this. The first 2 people who do that will get a gift card. Okay. So if you're a client or staff from Options, Redwood Coast or San Jose, you need to type your name and the region that you're with. But you got to wait for my cue. Ready? Okay. See, people are already cheating. That doesn't count.
Their name
You
too.
got to have your name and the region. Michelle, our regional manager, just cheated and broke the rules, and I'm outing her and embarrassing her. Okay, so if you're from the Redwood Coast, Options, or San Jose,
Not far north. It is not your turn.
Northern, not your turn.
And you're a client or
Or
staff.
staff. Type your name. Go.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
That was so
Okay.
awesome.
Someone else figures that out because it's not us. It's
Okay.
not us.
But here's the next question. All right. If you are a client or staff from far northern region or the East Bay, this is going to be your term.
And you got to
Laura-
say, no, remember, you got to put your
and
name in there.
Laura just cheated. Laura, thank you.
You got to put your name and the region.
in there. not just the region, not just your name and the region, but not yet, because I haven't said go. This is so fun. Seriously, remember I said there's a test, you got to read all the instructions and then start, go.
Okay, that was so fun. We are gonna pick.
I don't know if that was fun for you guys. There's a lot of fun for us.
We had a lot of fun, and we're gonna pick more than two. Pick more than two. That was too many people just for two, Mary. Okay, so we're gonna pick lots of winners, and
every gift card might have like 7 cents on it, but that's all right.
they're $5 gift cards, not 7 cents. How rude! How rude!
Okay, $1 and 7 cents. Reference to the jerk, Steve Martin. If you know. All right.
Okay, so we are we're gonna find out later who all the winners were. But and like I said, it's gonna be more than just two each.
Just 2 people or more than just 7 cents. All right, that was fun. All right. Moni just said, I've always been bad at red light, green light. Yeah, I see that. I get that. I get that.
All right, let's what's next? Oh, we did that. Okay, now we get to talk to options. So we already said, now this isn't, options didn't just join Compass. It's been actually a year. Oh, crazy. But we're just getting them in the rhythm of attending town halls and other pieces of our organization. So we thought it'd be fun for you all get introduced to our options community and our options family. So we're gonna let Melanie share about options.
Cool, thanks everybody. Well, the first piece of good news is we are sitting here in our brand new office. I'll get to the stats, but just, it's so wonderful. So I just want to say thank you and a shout out to Danette and Brandon and Brian for helping us get in this space. Super happy.
So just so everyone that doesn't, so options, was a different organization that we acquired, and we've been in the process of bringing over to Compass. And one of Melanie's very first requests is to move office spaces, because the office space they had did not have parking, and so you had to move your car. Was it every 2 hours you had to move your car?
They were in downtown Sacramento, which sounds charming, but it had some drawbacks, and one of them was the parking.
Yeah, so that was a primary, but there were other things, but we wanted more space, we wanted more privacy, and we wanted more parking. So
yeah, and less bugs. We had bugs too, so yeah.
And, so Brandon, our IT manager, Danette, our facilities manager, and Brian, our I don't even know what his job title is. He's just kind of like
I don't know. Sorry, Brian, we don't know your title.
I don't know what your job title is, but you're super important.
Yes, very important guy.
3 of them were
VIP.
VIP.
VIG.
VIG.
Very important guy.
Anyway, so that's who Melanie was thinking. Go ahead, Melanie, back to you.
All right, so just a few statistics about options. So we're serving 3 counties, and we have currently 24 clients. We have 5.5 facilitators, which I know is really strange. I'll explain the half in another slide. We have about 56 field staff right now. And then in our admin, we have our TB Ryan, our RMA Nancy, we have myself, and brand new this week, we have a new soup. Farah Reed just joined us this week, and she's on the call. Welcome, Farah. And then we have 1 office right now in El Dorado Hills. And so we have some pictures of the office just to kind of show off a little bit. We're still unpacking, but we've got our reception area. We finally have a break room, which is really, really, really exciting. And then we have our conference room. Our table was damaged, so we're waiting for another one. We've got beautiful cubicles. And then on the next slide, we have our training space, which I'm really looking forward to having lots of gatherings in there. There's a picture of my office. I'm excited about my blue chairs. And then the front of the building has this great water feature, and I'm planning on getting a chair and sitting out there sometimes and working. And then I had to show the parking lot because that's such an important piece. And if you look in the distance in that picture, you can see our options van, which we never had a van before. And it's looking pretty slick, but I thought if I zoomed in, you wouldn't be able to see what's really important, which is all the space. So I did the distance. So that's the office. And then I just wanted to highlight a couple of people that we're serving. This first picture is Lauren, and she transitioned from another agency, and it was a pretty difficult transition, a big decision for her, and we're really enjoying serving her. And she has one of the most wonderful families I've ever worked with. And I can't wait for them to come to some events and get to meet other people, because they've just been so welcoming to us. It's been one of the first times I've felt a family just embrace us immediately. So it's exciting. And then we have Jason, and I just want to give a shout out to Jason because he's been going to classes at Sierra Junior College, and he worked really hard, and he not only passed, he did well in his accounting class, but he was down to the wire, you know, is it going to go okay? So congratulations to Jason for that. And then we have Charles on the next slide. And Charles' main staff, Carrie, is actually here. She's in our training room. Somebody commented on her mask. She has really fun masks that she wears. So a couple of shout outs for this team. One, Charles just got Employee of the Month at Planet Fitness where he works. And he said, I want to get Employee of the Month, and he achieved that goal. And he also, I didn't put it on here, but kind of big deal. He experienced some loss in his life recently. So he's gone through some transition, and that transition also meant that he's no longer conserved. So congratulations to Charles for, you know, stepping up, and has a lot of new goals for, you know, figuring out that piece in his life. And then we're doing something here called Talk About Great Teams Tuesday, or Taco Tuesday. And Charles's team just recently got chosen for that. So that's his team, Mike, Fernando, and Carrie. So awesome team. And then just quickly recognizing Dan, he's on the next slide. He just moved into supported living last year, and his first time living on his own. This is his new cat, Socks, that he's really excited about. And he just broke his leg, unfortunately. And I want to recognize him because instead of choosing to go home, he's still figuring it out, and we're, you know, figuring out the different support for him right now. So it's really, I feel really proud for him that he chose to do that. And then this is Sophia, and she's the first person that Options is serving that is deaf and blind. And she really, really, really wanted to be in this PowerPoint. She specifically asked, and she chose the pictures. She is legally blind, but she has some vision. She's got these little holes of vision, and she's really stretching us and our skills to be able to communicate with her. She uses sign language, and we're learning a lot more about visual impairments too. So happy to have Sophia. And then just want to talk a little bit about our events. We've been doing a ton of events, mostly virtual. We just had an event recently in person, but our team has just pivoted really well. The first picture with the visors, I want to call out Candy. She's actually on the town hall today. She has probably hosted 70% of our events with the help of our facilitator, Mike. Yeah. So she does a virtual crafting event, and that's one of the pictures. And then the bottom right picture is Nikki in her kitchen, and she does a virtual, Candy hosts a virtual cooking event. So she preps all the supplies, it gets delivered, and then we all get on together and cook. So thank you, Candy, for doing that. And then we've had some other events. We did some Christmas ones. There's a picture, Kara, our facilitator, did a really fun event for Christmas Palooza, and that tree is the one that I made. So that was a neat event. And then we did a 100-mile walk challenge together as a team called I Am Enough. And then we also have a virtual Faith Connect every single month. We rolled it out, we weren't sure, and it was really well received. And Mike Ornelas, our CSF, coordinates that every month for us. So we've had lots of fun events. And then our in-person event is the next slide. We had a hashtag crushing COVID party. And Pictures will come there in a minute. But we gathered together outside, and it was the first time that we, had been able to be in person. And I thought, oh, we'll have like 2 or 3 people show up. Wrong. We had a ton of people show up. I could name everybody in the picture, but it was super, super fun. If you go to the next slide, we have a group shot. So this was the whole group that was there. And we had the biggest water balloon fight I've ever been a part of. I had no idea that was going to be so wildly successful and crazy. There were no injuries, Val, I promise, but it was very fun. And then the last side is it's been requested that we have a new mascot. His name is Murphy. I don't know whose dog he is, but he was so popular at the party. So this is Jason, and it is my dog, Murphy. So I'm waiting for like a bandana that says options mascot, or I don't know if we have our pet merch line up yet.
Melanie, do you know anybody who's crafty who might like make one?
I might be able to figure that out. So that's all the slides that we had. We just want to express how grateful we are for having the Compass community. There's been times, especially with COVID, that we've really felt like somebody had our back and we had the support we needed. So everybody is excited to start getting to know the bigger Compass community. So thank you so much for all the support.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing all that, Melanie. It's a lot going on with a lot of people, and sometimes one of the tricks with SLS and ILS is that we actually can be isolated if we're not intentional about it. We can be separated. We're not together in a building on purpose, but we can get separated and feel alone a little bit. And we do a lot of stuff. We work really, really hard to generate community. It's one of our core values. And those are some great examples of our folks in Sacramento crushing COVID and not letting COVID steal community. So really good.
Good stuff. All right. Thanks, Melanie, so much for all those pictures and just getting us all connected.
Katie,
Yes, Jamie.
a quick one. So Sarah moved from here to down there. Sarah,
No, different. Farah, not Sarah. Farah, different person, sweet. Different person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair question. Oh, hey,
good question though. Oh, time for another giveaway.
All right.
All right.
Are we going to announce the winners first, or we do it later?
Oh, let's do it. Oh no, we want the winners.
Okay, all right. And now, just so you know, these are the people who followed the rules.
All right, we picked lots of winners because it's just fun, right? Who doesn't want to be a winner? You're all winners. Here we go. So in RCRC, Michelle, Babe, Moni, Madison, and Daniel, y'all get a gift card. In Sark, Abira, Joe, Marissa, Ryan, and Anna all get a gift card.
He's not in Sark.
Yeah, Sark. Anna, yes.
I know, he.
Oh, huh. True story. Okay, that's all right. In options, Kara, Farah, Candy, Nancy, Melanie. Far Northern, Natalie, Janelle, Linda, Sol, and Cindy. And RCEB, Laura, Rhonda, Alicia, Darlene.
All right.
Okay.
So you people did great. You followed the rules.
And little gift card coming your way. But now on to the next one.
The next round of rules. Follow them. Follow them.
Okay, just so you all know, this guy actually never follows rules himself. So I think this is hilarious that he is making sure you all follow the rules.
Round 2. Remember, wait until we finish the question and you get my signal and then put it in the chat. But this time, send the answer to the host only. Okay? Got it? Janelle, I saw that. Host only. Especially since some of these answers No, are you gonna let them make the mistake, or you fix that for us? Oh, Mary made it so you can't send it to anybody but the host only. I was kind of hoping that somebody would tell an embarrassing story on themselves to everybody. That would have been funny. But no, now if you say something embarrassing, it'll only go to Mary, and so she will be having all the private laughs, but nobody else will. All right. So,
What if you're driving?
Oh, don't participate if you're driving.
Yeah, no.
Don't participate.
I did try to do the last one, but I'm like, that was pretty hard.
Yeah, don't participate if you're driving. Drive safe.
Please don't.
Drive safe.
Please don't.
I am listening to you guys and driving.
Well, thanks for listening and thanks for joining us. But your safety is worth more than a $5 gift card. Trust me, that $5 will not pay for the body damage or the hospital bills you incur if you have an accident. So please don't. All right, number one question. We just shared some good news.
This one isn't a $5 gift card though. This is
this one was. I was talking about,
I know, but this one isn't.
I implied that, but I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you how much this card is.
Okay, all right.
Secret. It's a secret. Now, we've just shared a little bit of good news. Talked about options. Talked about good seeing some clients. We want you to tell us some good news. So you're going to put some good news of your own in the chat, and we're going to pick 5 for the giveaway. And now Mary is watching the chat.
That's good news about you.
Good
so you don't get to tell someone else's good news.
That's right. That's right. I don't.
That's cheating.
If you're excited because your favorite basketball team won, I don't care. I only want to hear unless you played for the basketball team. That would be good news. But if you just watched it on TV, that doesn't count. But here we go. When I say go, start. You hit enter on that. You can already start. Now see if you're smart. You're already typing your story.
You're telling them, giving them secrets.
Yeah, because I hate rules, but I'm gonna make them follow the one rule, just the one rule, and that is don't hit enter until I say go. Okay, ready, set, wait for it, go.
All right. So type. Mary needs to be censored over here in her response. You guys were quick. So we will be getting back to that in a minute.
Okay. We're going to be quick too, because I want to get to the last, the round 3 giveaway if we can. Nothing else really is.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, then we're going to go really, really fast.
All right.
Okay.
So you'll find out later if you want or not. But next
and we're going
slide.
to tell good news. So we'll get to the next slide.
And I'll be like, I'll turn COVID-5 into COVID-1.
Okay, well, why don't you do that?
Okay.
We don't need a slide to tell us.
Okay, so COVID-1, the big headline for y'all to talk about, to know when it comes to COVID, is that they have already approved, if you had the Pfizer vaccine, a booster if you're immunocompromised, but they're expected to approve a booster, for everybody who's had the Pfizer vaccine here in the days and weeks to come. You have to, once you're 8 months past the second shot, you can get it again. And we encourage you to do so. Pretty much the Delta variant is defeated by all the vaccines in terms of going to the hospital and death. It's just, it does break through and you can't get an infection. The only people these days who are winding up in the hospital are people who haven't had the vaccine. Very few people are being hospitalized unless they're honestly very, very old, to be honest, which is a bummer. So get the vaccine, be safe.
All right, moving back. All right. So 2 other things we want to talk about really quick, and then we're going to be, we'll go back to some good news and finish up with another giveaway. That is just reminders about retreats. We have some retreats coming up, and we have some spots left. There's just these 4 left that have spots left. So you'll notice there are no, arts and crafts on here because those are all full, but we do have some spots left. So if you're interested in spawing it up, which would be amazing, and the fall is beautiful up at Carville.
I tried to do that one, but it was full.
Oh, well, all right. We'll reach back out and talk to your CF. And then the Spiritual Dreams one also has some spots left. We're going to probably spice it up with also a few adventure things. It's going to be an eclectic event that does have just a real spiritual component, but it's not like you're going to sit around and pray all day. So if you're not thinking about that one because you're like, I'm not a big prayer, don't worry about it. There's lots of other stuff happening there. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time of the year. It's going to be cooler, stuff you can do outside and campfires and all that good stuff. So, all right, that's retreat information. We also have been doing some Bravo Buck events. And so thanks to all who've participated and been a part of our Bravo Buck events so far. We have a few more coming. I know San Jose has theirs coming up. So there are still some coming if you want to attend these events, but we're really grateful to get these events back together again. And you can see some are outside, some inside, but everyone's being safe. So good job on our Bravo Buck retreats. Okay, good news. You ready? Oh, nope, she's not quite ready. So we got 4 answers, and this is for a $10 gift card. So Cindy, you get a $10 gift card because you've been at Compass 1 year in September. Woohoo! That is good news. All right. Oh, it's just okay. So person in options training room. So you're going to have to go tell Melanie your name, and that this was you, and you will get a $10 gift card. That your son was approved for surgery. That is good news. It's good news when we can get back in the healthcare system and get what we need. Jamie, you get a $10 gift card. She has lost 150 pounds since she's been with Compass. Whoa, that's incredible. And that just represents years and years of really, really hard work, doing amazing. Great job. Alexis, she started classes at Shasta College. Great job furthering your education. Good job, Alexis. So those are our good news stories. Do you have one more? Greg T has been collecting Bravo Bucks and is ready to spend. So good job, Greg T. Collecting your Bravo Bucks, you get 10 as well. So make sure you that we know your full name as well as what region you're in, so we can make sure we get you those gift cards. So $10 gift cards for all our good news. And we have one more giveaway.
All right. Okay.
And this is gonna be for the big bucks.
For the big bucks. These answers, are they gonna send it to everybody or just to you?
We're gonna have them put in the chat the answer, and then
Okay.
Oh, and they're gonna
All
turn
right.
their mic on.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, all right. So when I say go, you're gonna put in the chat just a big X, capital X, to say that you know the answer to the question.
You don't want them to type YES?
I'm really following
Oh,
the
okay,
instructions.
okay. The instructions, my bad.
I'm following the rules because I'm a rule follower.
No, he's not.
No, all right. Yes, to everyone. So, all right. I love seeing all these answers starting to come on out. Okay. Get ready. So you're going to put the X in the chat, and then we're going to bring you on screen, and you're going to give the answer. So don't type the answer. Oh, you can, but you won't.
Then you'll give it an answer away to somebody else.
You won't get called on anyway. So the question number 1, or just one answer for this first question. What year was Compass founded? Go.
Erica Stevens, you are the first X. Unmic and tell us.
And I love
what year.
And
1996.
1996. Yes, it was. She did a little bit of math in her head real quick. 25 years minus da-da-da-da-da-da.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well done, Erica. And
it is a $25 gift card because we've been doing this for 25 years.
Exactly.
So Erica Stevens get a $25 gift card.
That's right. And anybody can put an X in. Everybody saw that.
Okay.
So we can get going.
All right.
All right. Number 2. What street?
Ooh, this is a harder one.
What street was the original Compass office located on?
X if you know.
Ready?
Okay.
I didn't say go yet.
You didn't say go yet. You didn't say go.
Go.
Courtney.
Unmute Courtney and tell us the answer.
I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, but what did you start on Market Street?
We did, Courtney. Yes, sirree. We went to Header.
But it's you technically were there, but then there was a second Market Street. So
yeah, well, we're on Market Street now, but it was a different Market Street location. It was even more in the hood than we are now, believe it or not. So yeah, we were further down on Market Street. Yes, Jenny. Yes.
I'm gonna be in the meeting for a while.
Jamie, yes.
From the It was down by Safeway.
You are correct. It was down by Safeway.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Last question. Don't type in X yet until I say go. The question is, how many offices? I know, right?
And we're including options in this.
And options, of course, counts. How many How many offices exist within the Compass community? Go. Whoa! I know what the answer is. Yeah, it was either Hannah or Robin. Did you?
Hannah Bunker.
Ms. Bunker, you are the first contestant. Just what's a one-word answer?
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying in my head just to make sure.
Oh,
are we counting the training office?
Right now, Hannah. I got other people.
Okay. Then it's 9.
No, that's the wrong answer. Next contestant is Robin Bucks. Robin.
10.
10 is correct. Good job, Robin.
Nice try, Hannah, but way to go, Robin.
Okay, so that is $25 for Erica, $25 for Courtney, $25 for Robin. Great job, guys. They'll come find you and find out what kind of gift cards you want for those answers.
That was fun.
That was fun. We might do this more frequently than every 25 years because Eric and I had a lot of fun doing that. All right. It was so good to see your faces. We're probably going to do this again too because it was fantastic to see faces and smiles and feel a little connected even if we're not here together. So thank you so much for everything you have been doing. Thank you for who you are. And thanks for being part of our community, whether it be one day or 25 years like Steve. We appreciate you and we're grateful you're here.
All right. Well, love you guys. Happy birthday. Compass.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.